Hey guys, welcome back to another Dear Diary. I have so much going through my mind right now, like, I just want to talk it out. So, bear with me. I'm debating between two jobs right now. And I feel like God provided me with one. And I was grateful and I was happy, and then another one came dangling in my face, and then I started questioning whether or not I was at the right job or if I should change, and what does that mean. And I don't know, I started questioning because, like I was saying to my friend, I feel like I'm eating broccoli and then someone comes and dangles candy in front of your face. What do you want to do? You're going to want to take the candy, right? But knowing taking the candy, you're going to end up with cavities. Where if you take the broccoli, you'll end up still being on the healthy path. But the candy comes with such good sweetness, you want that candy. So like the job that I took is less pay than I'm used to getting. The job that's been offered to me is my regular pay. But then I'm like, I don't want to chase money because money is the root of all evil. But even with that being said, we need money to survive. I'm a mother of 4. That's not easy. So I have to also take that into consideration. I don't know what to do. Guys, I look like a mess. Like I need to do my eyebrows. Like there's so many things that I need to get done. And I need to retie my hair. And I don't even know what's going on with that. And I just feel stressed. Like I just feel, and I shouldn't be stressed. Let me tell you guys something. I have 4 kids. My first child is for a guy who, I can't even say that should never happen, because I feel like every relationship, everything you go through happened for a reason. But it wasn't a relationship out of love. It wasn't a relationship where we shouldn't even have lasted as long as we did, pretty much. Let me just say that. And I have my first son out of there. And that guy doesn't help me with shit. Like, that's that. But that child, they so-called deemed as ADHD. Now, this is no offense to anybody who has a child with ADHD or who's been labeled ADHD and you're doing whatever, like medication or anything like that. Don't take this. This is just my personal views. And I don't feel like my child has ADHD, nor do I feel like he should be medicated or anything like that. So my first son was labeled with ADHD. That was my first child. He's a handful, let me tell you. Like, a handful. But I still refuse to medicate him. I have my second child, who is a little girl, which you guys, if you guys watch my videos, you guys know her, Nine. She's 4, and she's amazing. I went to her parent-teacher meeting, and they said that they had nothing bad. Like, she's the head of the class. She writes her name. She writing letters. She's taking in everything. Like, they think she's amazing. She's ahead of all of the other junior kindergartens. So I have a proud mommy moment, right? I have another daughter, Zanae, who's 2. And I just can't wait to see how she flourishes, because right now she idolizes her older sister, which is what happens with kids. So she follows her older sister, everything for her older sister. Now she'll fight back her older sister, mind you. They do have their squabbles for sure, but overall, she looks up to her older sister. And then I have my 4th child, which I just had last year, and that's Cavante. I don't know if I've shown him. You guys could see him in my banner. And Cavante was labeled with G6PD. I almost forgot what it's called. G6PD. So I have to deal with that. And G6PD is a glucose 6 phosphate disorder, I think it's called. I haven't even looked it up in such a long time. Like, I've taken myself away from that because I felt like I really need to focus on me and him, and I really wanted to not have to analyze everything that I do with this child. So I haven't been focusing on the G6PD part of it, but G6PD is basically like an allergy, and it's pretty much, they call it the fava bean allergy. Your kids cannot have fava bean, but there's a whole list of things that the website tells you to stay away from. And honestly, it's made it hard to even think about, like, what is his future going to be like, because at this point I don't know what's a trigger for him. And doctors tell you one thing, you go on the website, it tells you something different. I'm like, which one's right? Which one's right? I don't know which one's right. So that makes it hard. Anyways, so that's my life with my 4 kids. And I never pictured I would ever have 4 kids. Guys, I never even thought I would have one. Like, I always was like, I don't want kids. That's my 12-year-old playing Fortnite. Yeah, I never even thought I would have one. And here I am with 4. Can you guys imagine? But my problem with having 4 kids is not even the kids. My problem with having 4 kids is I have this I don't want to say burden, but I have this pressure on my shoulders. Like, I have this pressure on my shoulders. I have to teach them. Like, they can't be I don't want them to fall behind. I don't want them to be behind the other kids. They have to be, like, up here. And because I want my kids to be up here, it's so hard, because I'm looking at it like, I need to obviously work. I need money. I need to provide for my kids. I need them to always be looking proper. I need to make sure that they know their manners. I need to make sure that they know their educational value. I need to make sure that they know their heritage. I need to make sure that they know their God. Like, it's like I need to make sure that they know morals, and they have morals, and but I also at the same time need to make sure that they still get to be kids. And I need to make sure that they enjoy their childhood, because you never get your childhood back. So it just made things so difficult. Like, the one job that I feel was given to me isn't really ideal, but it's ideal. So it's not bad hours, but it still goes past daycare, and it may start before daycare, which means that I would have to rely on other people if my other 3 kids' father is not available, or he goes to work or whatever, and he can't. I'm gonna have to call people to say, "Oh, can someone watch this?" and make arrangements. Whereas, if I take the other job that has, like, the dangling candy, I don't have to worry about that. I could tell them, okay, I could only work between this hour and this hour, and then that's it. I'd be able to drop my kids to daycare and school and pick them up and etc. But for some reason, I still feel like I'm supposed to stay where I'm at, which is like, that's like a $10,000 drop in pay. And with 4 kids, $10,000 drop it's hard. It's hard. But I think sometimes we need to take a step back to get even further. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's how I feel. Like, sometimes you gotta hit rock bottom before you can get to the top. And believe me, guys, I've hit rock bottom. Like, I've slept on the floor on sleeping bags. Like, I've hit rock bottom. I know exactly what it is like to be at rock bottom, where I'm wondering, what am I gonna feed these kids tomorrow, or whatever. Like, I've been there. Like, you know what I mean? So for me to take a $10,000 hit isn't, like, the worst thing. I've been in worse situations, but it's just, if you don't have to do it, why are you doing it? You know what I mean? If you have an option to make the money that you always made, whatever case may be, why go somewhere lower? And it's just like, because maybe this environment is a better environment for me to progress in. Or maybe there's something here that I need to take for me to grow into being a better person, a better mother, a better human, a better whatever. Like, there's something that has, I don't know. This is my rant. Being in a situation where you have to make a decision. I'm not good at making decisions, because I beat myself up if the decision goes. I'm not the type to be able to make a decision and then just rise. Like, oh, I made a decision. It was the wrong decision. Oh, it failed. And I could just be like, you know what? Learn from it. Move on. I'm not that type of person. When things go wrong, I beat myself up over it. Like, I beat myself up over it. Like, I don't like when things go wrong. But, you know, life is not without risk. So sometimes we gotta take risks. Sometimes you gotta take a step back. Or take 2 steps back to get 10 feet forward, right? So I think that's what I'm about to do. Let me know if you've ever been in a situation where you had to make a decision that was hard, that would affect not only you but maybe your family, or maybe it didn't affect your family, maybe it just affected you, but it still was a big decision. Or maybe a time that you made a decision that you regretted. How did you deal with it? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh, my next video. Well, the next video is Mommy Mondays, but I don't know if you guys can tell. I have to retie my hair, but it's kind of dark now, but if you guys look at my roots, you guys can see I actually went through and dyed my hair. There's something on my face. Sorry. I did go through and dye my hair, so check me out for that video on Thursday or Friday, whatever day. Oh yeah. See, it's kind of like a plum. So I did it. I went through and dyed my hair, and I actually like it. I like it when it's all like looking pretty. Right now it looks like shit, but when it's looking pretty, I like it. And my edges have grown in. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that kind of makes my hair always look messy because it's not long enough for me to lock. So yeah. But anyways, I'm about to really make a decision that I am not sure about, but I'm going to do it because I'm leaving it in God's hands. I'm going to believe that I had prayed before I went on those interviews for this job. And I said, if it's meant for me, then let me get it. And if it's not meant for me, don't let me get it. And I got it. So I'm going to go with it. It's hard. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys later. It's hard for me to make videos now because I am working, but I'm going to still try and find the time to make the same videos I've been making, Mommy Mondays, and my lock videos, and my Dear Diary, because I think Dear Diary is when you guys actually get to know me. Not that you really care to know me, but whatever. If you're watching my stuff, then I guess. Anyhow, I've chatted too much, so we'll see you guys in my next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Ciao!